So it is still spring break and we're still taking our break from the parks, but we decided that we were missing Disney, so we made a reservation to come over here to the Whispering Canyon Cafe.
Yeah, that's over here at Wilderness Lodge, and this is such a cool looking hotel. I remember coming here when I was much younger to meet some family, but I haven't been since, and it just looks so cool in here. Everything, it looks like you're in like Native American nature. It's so cool.
It's like you're in a huge log cabin.
It's like a giant log cabin. This restaurant I'm really looking forward to. They have giant meat skillets and all kinds of foods. They have a huge burnt end nachos and a pioneer cake that Mel's gonna try. We're gonna try it all. So anyway, before we go get started, be sure to subscribe to this channel right this second. If you have not done so already, smack the like button and hit the bell icon to receive all notifications every time we upload a new video. Let's go get checked in.
We are all checked in and we are waiting to be called, but we're just looking around and there's a lot to really look at over here. This is really, really cool looking. Like I said, it looks like you're in this like huge log cabin.
That's so cool. This giant totem pole over here. And I really like the chandeliers. Those big tent, they look like teepees. Those are so cool.
Yeah, definitely a lot of detail went into this.
Oh, absolutely. There are even hidden animals inside of the structure supports. Like there's a rabbit up there. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
And then if we go over here, looks like there's a big deer head and a buffalo head on this one. So much detail. I have a feeling I'm just gonna be looking at this place all night and spotting new things each time I look around. This is so cool. I love it.
So we're just sitting here waiting to be seated. This is our first time doing a reservation at one of the hotel restaurants, resort restaurants, and I was kind of wondering how the parking situation worked. So I'm sure other people know if you've done it before, but we hadn't, so I'll explain it in case because I got to imagine there's other people who are wondering the same thing who haven't done it before. When you're going to the resort, you have to pay to park. But if you show that you have a reservation, you just show it on your Disney app with the reservation number, they'll let you right through. And you don't have to pay for parking because you're coming here to eat. So you don't have to pay for parking. So that's how it works. And we were wondering a little bit about this resort. I've only actually stayed at a few Disney resorts. I've stayed at Coronado Springs, I've stayed at Pop Century. So we were wondering like a little bit about this resort.
So from what I can find online, right now it's around $328 a night, which it says is 20% less than usual. So I'm assuming it's around $350, $360 a night plus tax. It could be a resort fee also. So I think after it's all said and done, you're looking at under $400 a night for normal time. I would say it could even end up being more expensive when you get towards the holidays like Christmas. The holiday times are probably very expensive. I would imagine the summertime is the same. But that's actually pretty reasonable. I expected it to be a lot more expensive because this is such a gorgeous hotel and it's listed as a deluxe hotel. So I expected a lot more money. $328 is not bad.
This is so cool over here. Look at that. This is right here inside of this resort. That's just awesome. And they've got like this little bridge over here. So it looks like this all runs outside too. But I personally like this side better. I like looking at this. I just think it's fun. One of my favorite things about eating at Disney restaurants is that when you're making your reservation, you can put in if you have an allergy, and they always have an allergy menu ready for the most part. This place actually does. So this is going to make my life a lot easier.
Y'all been here before?
No, first time.
Alright.
So we are seated comfortably and enjoying a beverage while we're waiting for our food. We did order, and when our server came over, she threw the straws at the table and she's wisecracking. So if you're not familiar, this place gets down with some shenanigans. The servers, it is their duty to be snide and a little bit wisecracking, which is awesome. I love shenanigans. I think it makes the experience more fun. I like to have fun. That was really cool. She just kind of threw the straws down. There they are. Excited, Mel?
Yeah, I'm excited to try this place. They have these huge skillets. They did have a gluten-free one, which I could have ordered, but it had a lot of stuff on it that I don't really care about. Like, there's a lot of different pork stuff on there. They could have made me a different type of skillet and just adjusted it to be gluten-free, but I decided not to order that because I heard from I actually watched someone else's vlog and they said that the nachos here are amazing, and I wanted to eat that, and I wanted to have dinner, plus they have a flourless chocolate cake here. So I want to make sure that I can have flourless chocolate cake. So I'm not going to do the skillet.
We are starting with cornbread. I've got the regular, Mel has the gluten-free.
I'm excited to eat that.
And they brought us some coleslaw. I've heard good things about the cornbread.
Oh, it looks like nachos came here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was killer. So let's just go ahead and start with a little bit of cornbread, a little bit of butter. Let's see how this is. That's good cornbread. A little bit sweet. Regular butter, so it's like sweet and salty. It's fantastic. I like it.
I am very excited that they have gluten-free cornbread. So, look at that. Alright, so this is definitely a little sticky. Let's see how it tastes. Some butter for that. Melts right in because it's nice and warm.
I'm assuming the texture is a little bit
Very
sticky.
chewy, but
Yeah.
I am really happy to be eating that right now. That's really good. It's nice and sweet, and it's just nice to have some cornbread.
This beast right here is the burnt end nachos. With the little allergy stick in there so they know it's gluten-free from Mel. This looks so good. So what is this? What does this look like? This looks like
I think
Salsa.
some of it is pork and some of it's beef, and then it's got like that cheese sauce on it and
some salsa, it looks like? Yeah.
I don't know, whatever it is. I heard these are amazing, so I have to see for myself how amazing is. They're good. The salsa, I wish that the salsa was a little bit like spicy, like it's a little bit sweet, but it's still very good. Like everything else about this is good. I mean, really, it's the meat. The meat is really good, and that's, I guess, probably the important thing with this. But, and you have the cheese, of course. But I do wish with the salsa that it wasn't. I don't know. I wish the taste was a little bit different. Other than that, these are great, though. So Adam dropped his. He dropped some of the meat from the nachos inside of his Coke. And
Yep.
instead of getting an adult glass, he got...
I'm no longer trusted. Yes! Now I got a sippy cup lid. Perfect. Here we go.
Shamed by the waitress.
Yes. My monster skillet has arrived, and this thing is enormous. It's
It's a big skillet, man. It's just full of all kinds of deliciousness.
And I believe they have bigger skillets if people are like sharing
I
with their
think so,
family.
yeah.
This
I
is
think
all you
This is
care
for
to.
one.
Yeah.
And it's all you care to enjoy, which means if I start running out of something and I want more of it, I just tell our server and she'll bring it. I don't even know where to begin. I might even
So what
just
do you
start.
got in there?
So there's some chicken, there's ribs, there's brisket, there's sausage, corn, green beans, mashed potatoes, and I forget exactly what this is. This is, oh no, that's the pulled pork and that's the brisket. Yeah, that's like a mustard sauce on that. So I actually think I'm gonna start with the mashed potatoes because I have heard that these are just like out of this world potatoes. So we're gonna start there. They were not kidding. Those potatoes are awesome. Wow. I'm just gonna try a little of everything. I'm not gonna make you guys sit through every bite of every item, but I'm gonna start with some of this pork here. Wow. That is just fantastic.
So far so good?
Yeah, that meat is cooked so tenderly. Like, I'm cutting through brisket with a butter knife. That's how you know it is tender. Yeah. Yeah, this is, overall I win. Fantastic.
What do we have here, Mel?
So instead of getting a huge skillet, I got salmon, and she changed out, I think, what it would originally come with. I just got potatoes and green beans. So they are kind of flexible about sides here if you want to switch something out. So if you're not in the mood for a giant skillet, there are other options here, such as salmon, which is really, really good.
That looks like it's cooked perfectly too. It's got that crisp on the outside.
I love salmon when it's nice and crispy on the outside. It's really good.
Those potatoes, I think you're gonna fall in love. Those are just
And they are labeled as gluten-free, so there
Yes.
shouldn't be anything weird in them. Those are some pretty serious
yeah.
potatoes. Definitely very good. Oh, green bean?
just
Green
one.
bean. Just one. Very good green beans. Now, it's time for the most important meal of the day, dessert. So, this here is the Pioneer cake, which is actually a flourless chocolate cake. It looks like there is some type of like chocolate with it, and there's this, and we actually got it with the scoop of ice cream. We ordered 2 of them, but I think that she didn't realize that, so she just brought one. So we're gonna see how we do with just sharing one. And then, I don't know, if we still want something else, we can always order a second one.
I'm probably gonna be okay with just this because I demolished, I would say, 90% of my skillet.
Maybe that's why she thought we just wanted one. That skillet
I
was
probably
huge.
should only have a little bit of this.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, that looks great.
All right, let's give this a try. That's delicious. This is, I heard a lot of hype about this cake, and this definitely lives up to the hype. Like, this is quite good. I love it with the ice cream because it's nice and warm and the ice cream's melting into it. So I'm gonna keep eating this and let Adam stop filming me so he can eat this too before I eat the whole thing, and then he gets no cake at all. So it was kind of a good thing that she only brought one cake out, because we didn't even finish the one cake.
Came
But
really
it was
close.
delicious. It was just a lot of
It
food.
was deceptively filling, and it was extremely rich. So
It was good.
Yeah,
It was
it
a
was a
good
great
flourless chocolate cake.
yeah, I thought this restaurant was fantastic. I can't wait to come back and try some of the other things they have here. Like maybe next time I'll just go for a steak, just a regular old steak, and see how their steak is. their meats were fantastic. I think that brisket, like, I cut it with a butter knife. I couldn't complain about anything here. The only thing I was not crazy about was the sausage, but that's because I'm not really a fan of sage, and that sausage was very sage heavy.
Yeah, I thought that the food was really good here.
Yes.
One thing that was really interesting to me is that I think that pre-pandemic, they probably harassed you a little bit more because it wasn't really too bad, and we had heard that they
Yeah.
kind of mess with you a lot, the wait staff, but she did like a little bit, but not too bad. But I thought it was fun. I thought it was just a really fun experience.
Oh,
She's a great
absolutely.
waitress.
Yeah, I think this whole experience is really good. It's a fun restaurant, and it's just such a nice setting. This hotel's gorgeous.
Well,
I love it.
I think that this was a lot of fun. Like, I would like to do more of these because now that we live here, we don't really, well, the pandemic happened, but
Yeah.
we live here now, so we don't really have a need to stay at hotels. I mean, we might maybe once in a while as like a special occasion.
Yeah.
But I really liked coming in here. I think I've been to this hotel this resort when I was much younger, like a lot younger, and I'd like to see what the inside of the resorts look like. I thought that this was fun, so I think that we're going to be doing more restaurants inside of the resorts. I think that that's a really good experience just to get in and see what's there. I thought that this was cool.
I did too. Really, really good. I'm completely stuffed now. So now I'm gonna roll myself out to the parking lot and somehow manage to climb into my car. So we're gonna roll out, chums. It was a fantastic meal. We hope you enjoyed looking at it as much as we enjoyed eating it. Subscribe to this channel right this second if you have not done so already. Smack the like button, hit the bell icon to receive all notifications every time we upload a new video. And until next time, we will see you guys at the parks.